Hi there, this is Mr. Kieffer, and I want to show you at least part one of how to uh, actually make this windshield. So we're just going to do the top half of the windshield, and then I'll do another video on the bottom half of how to do that. These little grooves on the side are challenging. So let's go ahead and get started. This is quite a project. It's a little bit challenging, of course, but it's always good to be challenged. As what we'll be looking at is in Google Classroom in the document. You'll want to be looking at these dimensions, and then we'll slide down into these as well, and then we'll look at this one, and then we'll round the edges. So that's what I'll be looking at, so I would encourage you to look at that as well. So let me go ahead and just get started by sliding this on over to my other screen. And we'll get Autodesk Inventor up and running. We will go with New and English and Standard and Create. I've done that a few times now. Start the 2D sketch, go with the XY plane. I'm going to work in this quadrant right here. And we'll begin with just a line. Simple line. Make sure that it is at 0 degrees, and that line needs to be 3.04, and then hit enter and hit escape. So now we've got that line, and we need to establish some points from that line, and so we'll do that right now. So we'll go ahead and just grab the points, and we'll put one here and one there, and then we need to dimension those points to the right place. So we'll go right here, click on the point, click on the bottom line, and click on the dimension, and that needs to be 1 inch, and hit enter. And then we'll click on this point and the end of the line. Make sure you get just the dot on the end of the line. Whoop. And we'll put that down. That needs to be 2.550, and then hit enter, and that's good. So we have that in the right place, and now we need to do the same thing with the other point. We'll go up and down. We'll put that at, what does it say? It needs to be a 0.64, and hit enter. And again, we'll go from the point to the very end, and that needs to be that one needs to be 3.010, or just, you don't have to do that last zero, and we'll slide it like that. And let me just double check, make sure that all of my figures are correct so far. Yes, that it's got the right distance there, it's got the right distance there, it's got the right distance there. And that looks good. So we'll go ahead and just leave that for right now. And what we're going to do is use the arc, the 3-point arc. So we'll go, it turns green, click, turns green, click, then move it so that the arc is going in this direction, like away from the line. And then you'll type in 6 and then hit enter, and then hit escape. And we'll do another arc from here to this point. Click, click, so 2 clicks on each, one click on each point. And that needs to be, let's see, that needs to be 0.4 according to the dimensions. Not 0.04, 0.4. And hit enter. That looks decent. And then we'll go arc one more time from that point to the very end. That turns green. Good. And again, we're going to go with 6 on there and hit enter. And that's a radius of 6. So you're going to have that go way down low. Okay, and then we'll want to hit escape. Now we do want to remove these dimensions, otherwise we have problems with trying to round the edges later, and we need to constrain these arcs. So we're just going to right click, delete, left click. So right click, delete. I just get rid of all of them. That way you don't have to worry about any issues. It's going to hold its shape. It's going to hold those dimensions even when they're not there, unless you were to drag it or something like that. Okay, so now we're starting to see half of the windshield. So then we want to go up to constrain, the tangent constrain, and click here, click there, click here, and click there. And you can see the constraints are working out good. And then you'll want to finish the sketch. Once you have the sketch finished, you'll want to extrude that. Let's see, what is that? I'm looking at my other screen now. I'm going to extrude that 2.55. So not 1 inch, but 2.55. Ooh, that looks good. And then click OK. Okay, so we have that, and that's looking pretty good. Now, if we can fill it that edge, we'll be doing good. If we can't, well, then we're going to have to back up, figure out what we did wrong. So we'll go to radius, we'll go 0.5 on that. That's what we're looking for. We'll round that edge, and we'll round this edge. If it doesn't round all the way, and then just click OK. If it doesn't go all the way around, then you probably either forgot to put the constraints on it, on that arc, or you left the dimensions on it and you need to get rid of those. So if you have any issues with that, then that's probably the problem that I've run into in the past. Now we will want to go ahead and we'll want to actually, let's see, shell the inside of this. And that shell thickness is, according to the dimensions, if you look closely, it's 0.07. And then you click underneath, and then you click OK. Then at that point, we have the shell, and I will show you how to put the inside of that in on the next video. Hopefully that makes sense. If you have any questions, of course, I'm here to try to help. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time.